Hey everybody, Rob Ferretti here with my 1998 Toyota Supra. Always been a fan of Supras, but I really want one that I can drive. This one ended up falling into my lap about 9 years ago. It's much more of a collector car than I really should own. So I'm likely going to put this thing through a Barrett Jackson or an RM auction, something along those lines. Keep an eye out for that. I'll detail the process as to what's involved with prepping the car, sending the car, how much it costs to run the car through the auction, the 12-stage detail that you do for $1,000 to get it to look pretty under the lights. So follow along with that. But right now I'm going to show you the history of this car, starting when I first got it back in 2007. It was in a bunch of pieces. It was originally owned by one guy who sold it to Dave with virtually no miles on it. Dave was my friend. Dave took it apart about a year later and wanted to build it up the same time Roger was building it up with the single turbo, except Dave never got around to putting it together. So a couple of years later, he sold it to Roger in like 05. 2 years later, Roger never put it together, so he sold it to me in 07. Here is me with my new pieces of a Supra in a box. I was really excited and probably a little too unrealistic about how long it takes to take a box of parts and make a car out of it. 1998 Toyota Supra. No motor, everything's apart. I got my engine over here, I got my big turbo. Come check out my big turbo, Josh. What we got here? 74 millimeter PHR. I don't even know what the hell that means. I'm not a super guy, but it's fast. Look at that. Look at the spins in there. Let's get this shit started. 2 weeks to put this together. So obviously I underestimated how long it was going to take to actually get together. It was about 2 years until we actually got the thing to fire up and breathe for the first time. Here it is, the Supra's first start. Yeah. We have no brakes though. So now that we got it running, we brought it out to Braden Performance out in Long Island, and we did the dyno tune on it. I was shooting for 1,000, but we stayed conservative, and we ran it at 32 pounds of boost to, you're about to find out. All right, so now that we have a working car, what do? I do the only natural thing. I go race people on bikes, and I go bring my friends for rides. Check it out. left on the road back there.
Oh my god.
Breaking up because you left them way too hard.
Yeah, I know, that would have been...
Dude, this thing is amazing.
You can come up here and gauge what you think it might be. Fire it up. Ooh. Do you want to hear it tick?
One bearing.
You can hear it ticking. You got to start it up.
I don't know if you should.
It's not a good idea to start it up.
Okay. It's definitely tick, 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 tick.
Shut your car down, right?
Yeah, guys.
Because you'll hear it at idle.
Yeah. It was nice while it lasted.
It was fun.
But luckily the DVD's done being shot with the exception of footage today, and this will be good, right? This is a good way to end it. So we'll see you next year with a new motor. It's sort of how we end all super segments and super speeders. So $15,000 later.
My car might be leaking oil, but at least it starts.
Yeah. All right. So that actually sucks. After a couple of years of building the car, we have it up and running, the engine blew. And unfortunately, we sort of knew it was going to happen. It was like a 50-50 shot that it was going to last versus blow up. But the guy who built that motor and Roger's motor built them at the same time. And that was back in like 02 or 03. And he had a string of motors that ended up grenading. It was a problem with the blocks or the bearings. I don't remember what it was. But the problem was consistent. Roger's car lasted a couple of thousand miles because he was running it on pump gas. Mine, since I was only running it on race gas at 900 plus to the wheels, ended up grenading much quicker. So them's the brakes, you know? It was essentially a free motor anyway. I sent it back out to Brad and Performance to drop another one in there so we can get this game going again. So until then, that'll be the next update. I'm gonna go get this thing cleaned. And it hasn't been started in a while, so I'll jump it, get the thing over to the car wash. It'll look nice and shiny, and I'll give you a nice walkthrough next time. Thank you for watching. Supra update number 1.